Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Miami Home Show. I'm your host, Dylan Ruido, and once again, just reminding you that we're live every single Tuesday at 4:30, talking to you about real estate, how to make real estate investing simple. Today, we're gonna be covering why are home prices increasing. We keep getting that question over and over and over again for many people, and most of you are concerned with the prices, right? So it makes it impossible for a lot of buyers to even afford to buy a home in today's market. So that's what we're going to be covering today. In other words, what's causing ongoing home price appreciation? And we're going to give you a straight answer right on that. So before we continue, I just wanted to remind you to please subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube or you're logged in to Facebook or you're watching this on our website, which is brokernation.net/the Miami Home Show. Make sure you can watch past episodes where we talk about the real estate market and things that are happening and the opportunities available for you. So, if you're thinking about making a move, you probably want to know what's going on or what's going to happen to home prices for the rest of the year. While experts say that price growth will moderate due to the shifting market, ongoing appreciation is expected. But what does that mean? That means that home prices won't fall. That's right, I said it. Home prices won't fall. And today, I'm going to show you two key reasons experts forecast continue growth or price growth rather, and that is supply and demand. Así que si está pensando en mudarse, probablemente quiera saber qué va a pasar con los precios de las casas durante el resto del año. Si bien los expertos dicen que el aumento de estos precios se moderará debido al cambio en el mercado, se espera una apreciación continua. ¿Qué significa esto? Esto significa que los precios de las casas no caerán. Hoy les voy a mostrar dos razones clave por las que los expertos pronostican un aumento continuo de los precios, la oferta y la demanda. If you're watching on Instagram, make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure you get to share this with somebody else. If you're watching live, are we live on Instagram? All right, perfect. So even though inventory is increasing, this year, as the market moderates, supply is still low. And the following graph, which I'm going to show you next, helps tell the story of why there still aren't enough homes in the market today. It uses data from census to show the number of single family homes that were built in this country and going all the way back to the 1970s. So, a pesar de que el inventario ha aumentado este año, a medida que el mercado se modera, la oferta sigue siendo baja. Y la siguiente gráfica que les voy a mostrar ayuda a contar la historia de por qué todavía no hay suficientes casas en el mercado hoy. Y esta gráfica se está utilizando los datos del censo para mostrar el número de viviendas unifamiliares que se construyeron en este país desde el año 1970 en adelante. So let's see the graph. All right. So the blue bars, as you can see in that graph, represents the years leading up to the housing crisis in 2008. So as the graph shows, right before the crash, home building increased significantly. And that's because buyer demand was so high due to loose lending standards that enable more people to qualify for a home loan. Las barras azules que ven en la gráfica representan los años previos a la crisis de la vivienda en el 2008. Y como muestra la gráfica, justo antes del desplome, la construcción de viviendas aumentó significativamente. Y esto se debe a que la demanda de los compradores era tan alta debido a las normas flexibles de los préstamos que permitieron que más y más personas calificaran para un préstamo hipotecario. Todos sabemos qué sucedió en ese entonces. So the resulting oversupply of homes for sale led to prices dropping during the crash and some builders leaving the industry or closing their businesses. That's why you were able to see so many underbuilt properties or projects that just left abandoned. And that led to a long period of underbuilding of new homes. And even as more new homes are constructed this year and in the years ahead, this isn't something that can be resolved overnight. It takes time, and it'll take time to build enough homes to meet the deficit of underbuilding that took place over the past, 14 years. En otras palabras, el exceso de oferta de casas en venta resultante llevó a que los precios cayeran durante la crisis y algunos constructores abandonaron la industria o cerraron sus negocios. Y eso llevó a un largo periodo de subconstrucción de casas nuevas. Incluso a medida que se construyen más casas nuevas este año y en los próximos años, esto no es algo que se pueda resolver de la noche a la mañana. Esto va a tomar tiempo y es más, tomará tiempo poder construir suficientes casas para satisfacer el déficit que hubo de construcción, que hay de subconstrucción que tuvo lugar hace en los últimos 14 años. Esto es algo que quieren tener todos en mente. Pero, what about the millennials, right? Millennials, believe it or not, will create sustained buyer demand moving forward. And that you want to keep in mind. So I want you to look at the next graph for a minute. And this is going to show you exactly how millennials will create sustained buyer demand moving forward. The frenzy, as you will see in the graph, the market saw during the pandemic is because there was more demand than homes for sale. And that drove home prices up as buyers competed with one another for available homes. And while buyer demand has moderated today in response to higher mortgage rates, data tells us that demand will continue to be driven by the large generation of millennials aging into their peak home buying years, right? So that's a big factor that you need to keep in mind. So, en la gráfica que está viendo, el frenesí que vio el mercado durante la pandemia se debe a que había más demanda que casas en la venta. So, eso hizo a la medida que los compradores competían entre sí para las casas disponibles. Y aunque la demanda de los compradores se ha moderado hoy en respuesta a las tasas hipotecarias más altas, los datos nos muestran que la demanda continuará siendo impulsada por la gran generación de los millennials que entran en sus años cumbre de compra de la vivienda. Okay, so tienen que tener eso en mente también, porque eso nos deja saber cuál es el timeline que estamos en el mercado hoy por hoy. Inclusive, hay el Deputy Chief Economist of First American explains, and I quote, millennials continue to transition to the prime home buying age and will remain driving force rather in potential home ownership demand in the years ahead. So that combination of millennial demand and low housing supply continues to put upward pressure on home prices. Now, one of the things that caught my attention that Bankrate mentioned was that, let me see, look at it here. One of the things that they say that after all, supplies of homes for sale remain near record lows. And while a jump in mortgage rates has damped uh, um, demand somewhat, demand still outpaces supply. So that's to a combination of little new construction and strong household formation by large number of millennials. So again, millennials, what does that mean for you, right? If you're in the market right now, ¿qué significa esto para los precios de las casas? Well, if you're worried that home values will fall, rest assured that experts forecast ongoing home price appreciation thanks to the lingering imbalance of supply and demand. And that means that home prices won't decline. So, si a usted le preocupa que el valor de las viviendas caigan, tenga la seguridad de que los expertos pronostican una apreciación continua del precio de las casas gracias al persistente desequilibrio entre la oferta y demanda. So, eso significa que los precios de las casas no van a caer. So, tenga eso en mente. So, ¿cuál es la conclusión? Right? The bottom line is this, that based on today's factors, driving supply and demand, experts project home price appreciation will continue. So it's going to happen at a more moderate pace as the housing market continues to shift back toward pre-pandemic levels. And if you think about if you go back in time and pre-pandemic levels, we're talking about 2018, 2019. During that time, what was going on with the real estate market? It was stable. It was good. I mean, the interest rate, we're looking at a similar interest rate, give or take. So, basado en los factores actuales que impulsan la oferta y la demanda, los expertos proyectan que la apreciación del precio de la vivienda continuará y simplemente sucederá a un ritmo más moderado a medida que el mercado de vivienda continúe su cambio hacia los niveles prepandémicos, como experimentamos en 2018, 2019. Eso es lo que responde a por qué los precios de las propiedades están incrementando. Espero que esta información le haya servido y le sea de beneficio. Los invitamos que si quieren saber más cómo usted se puede beneficiar del mercado de hoy en día y cuáles son las oportunidades que usted tiene disponible, que nos llamen. Nuestro número de teléfono es 305-508-9893. Pero quería mostrarle un breve video donde les muestra cómo estamos en el mercado y qué esperamos, qué podemos esperar del mercado en el resto del año. Veamos. All right, so espero que le haya gustado el video. La próxima semana vamos a estar hablando acerca de las oportunidades, the window of opportunity that you have as a home buyer, that every home buyer has in today's market. So join us next week on the Miami Home Show at 4:30 in the afternoon and learn the window of opportunity that you have available for you as a home buyer. Thank you so much for watching the show today, and stay tuned for next week. And also remember to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, right? Facebook, hit like, and share the information with others that might take benefit of what we're talking about here. Bye, everybody. Take care. Good investing. I don't know what else to say.